Hey guys, this is Coach Slot, and we've had a lot of leftover food in the fridge, and I'm currently in the process of clearing everything out. And I remember that we still had like rotisserie chicken in the fridge, so let me see what I can do with this one. I mean, if you want to eat healthy and at the same time you aren't really good in preparing food, I suggest you go straight for the rotisserie chicken. It's a good protein source. There's like minimal when it comes to the cooking process. It's one of the healthiest ways to get a good chicken, good protein, basically. So usually when I get rotisserie chicken, I start off with the chicken, and then I cut off the thigh part and eat that with rice, and then have some vegetables on the side. And then once I put so everything else from that rotisserie chicken, I put in the fridge, and then afterwards, for another day, just slice off parts of it to add it to tortilla wrap, mix it with some vegetables and some salsa. That's a good snack. And whatever's left of it, I usually add it and turn it into soup, to chicken soup, especially with the bones. I know there's a lot of flavor in the rotisserie chicken, so I try to make the most out of it. And it's always a many in one meal item that you could try to work with. So for today, so there's like a lot of leftover from last time. I have actually a whole rotisserie chicken, because when I bought this was like one and a half. So I have one full chicken to play around with. So I think I'm going to make some gumbo with this one. So, all right, let's get at it. Let's go. So the first part I'm going to do is I'm going to make some stock first to add to the gumbo. So I had my roasted chicken, my rotisserie chicken, just cut it into pieces. I actually just cut it into quarters para lang mas, I don't want to be cutting them later basically. So we're gonna put them into a boil with some vegetables, and that's going to make the chicken stock. So yeah, put it in water, and then I'm going to add some vegetables to it as well. Okay. So you have your celery, so you get your celery, and then you just separate the tops from the stalk. So I have like the tops and the stalks over here. And for the chicken broth, I'm just gonna add the tops first. The bottoms, we're gonna use them later for the brew, basically. Somehow easier to make the stock with rotisserie chicken, because the rotisserie chicken is already seasoned. So if you're going to just add a little bit more, it's just going to be up to you, but you don't really have to add that much to make the stew. Yeah, so just to add the nutrient profile, we still have some leftover, well, some frozen broccoli in the fridge. So I add that to the broth as well. So you just get the nutrients out of the vegetables as well. So we'll be adding broccoli. I mean, the idea here is still make the most out of the meals that you're making. So extra nutrients from your broccoli wouldn't hurt. So let me just add that one there as well. And since you're making a broth anyway, so it doesn't matter if you put in frozen broccoli, so that's gonna cook in the broth as well. So again, it's okay to get your frozen vegetables. Actually, freezing vegetables are a good way to make sure that the nutrients stay intact. Alright, and then we're going to add some onion and garlic as well. Of course, you have to make sure na bilasa naman yung kakainin natin. So we just try to make the most out of that. Add onions and garlic. Alright, so I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper in it as well. I'm a big fan of pepper. Alright, so we're gonna let this one simmer, let it boil. We'll let it boil first before I let it simmer. And then while we're doing that one, we're going to prep the ingredients for our gumbo. The broth is actually boiling right now. Letting it hold for a simmer. I'm just going to add some potatoes for later because I want this to be a one pot meal as much as possible. So I'm gonna go add this one and get them to soften up as well. Actually, we can let that simmer for a while, and then just to show you guys some of what I've prepared for today. I have some okra. I have the Trinity. Those are celery sticks, onions, and green bell pepper. And then I have my sausage here. So it's just a mix of andouille sausage and Italian garlic. Supposedly, it's supposed to be just andouille sausage, but I like how Italian garlic tastes like, especially with this one. So I'm gonna mix things up for today. Alright? So I'm going to let this simmer first, and probably gonna do something else and get back to this one. Actually, that long period was just me playing one game of Madden. Anyway, so what I'm gonna try to do right now is, well, we put everything with the bones in there. So of course, para mas ma-enjoy yung meal, I'm gonna try to remove the bones from the chicken. Okay, the chicken over here is just gonna tear them up. I'm just gonna use forks just to be able to remove the bones from this. I did good if you look at that one. Linis nung pagkakatanggal sa buto. Here. Yep. 3 days. Ow! Yun. Chicken came from the whole thing, and these are the bones. Chicken carcass, chicken meat. Alright? The rest we're gonna put back in the soup. The meat and the broth, and we're gonna put that aside, and then we're going to work with the roux and the rest of the ingredients. Alright? Now we have our pan, a little bit of oil. Start off with the sausages. Just toast them a little bit, get the flavor out of it, and then we're going to get the oil from that one, and then we're going to use that one to make the roux. Get the sausages out, a little bit of butter, then we're going to make the roux, all-purpose flour. Gumbo isn't gumbo without the roux. So if I don't add this, I better call it something else. But since I want, I know a lot of you are like turning heads right now, have your eyes rolling up, but yep, we're making gumbo today. You know, from time to time, it's okay to enjoy. And what we're going to do today is we're just going to try to enjoy today's meal. I mean, we just try to do our best. I mean, there are some recipes like this that you might think, well, isn't really that much healthy, come to think of it. But what you just try to do is just try to work on making it as healthy as possible given the circumstances. In this case, what I did was I would be adding vegetables for this meal. I'm gonna add the flour. Alright, got that flour, and then we're gonna mix that one with the oil, and we're just gonna keep on mixing until we make the roux. Okay, so what we're looking for is a color that actually looks a little bit like chocolate milk. Is this chocolate milk enough for you? You go for a darker one if you want to, but me being afraid of burning this thing, this pretty much looks like chocolate milk to you, right? Yep, that chocolate milk over there. Once you get that chocolate milk color done, you're gonna add your Holy Trinity. Oh, that smells nice. Wow. Add some of the garlic as well. So I add the garlic last because this one cooks pretty quick. So we'll add that garlic in there as well. And we're gonna put back the sausage as well. Mix everything together. So I have your soup over here. Then we have our sausage and the Trinity, and then we're gonna put them together. Yeah, this boil and simmer. I'm gonna add more water. Give it a good mix, and then we're going to add some okra. So this is going to make everything thick, and good about it, you also get those extra nutrients from your okra. Add some pepper. Add some bay leaf. I'm gonna add some hot sauce as well. So once you get that a good mix, we're gonna let it simmer once again and let everything cook. Well, just get the flavor to mix with everything in the pot. Alright, so everything is a little bit better right now. I have the mainit. So you have that one over there. That looks really good. Si Zel, meron siyang leftover rice na ayaw niyang kainin. So, okay lang yan. Blessings for me, I guess. Kuha tayo. Sabi ko, aray, mainit. Paso, mainit din yung mainit din yung kanin. You have your gumbo. Wow. Init, bro. Check out that gumbo over there. So you have your okras, your sausage. Get some potato over here as well. You have some rice. I like it with hot sauce over here. Yuppie. So I got that hot gumbo on my plate, on my bowl. Someone's working out at the back. How are your snatches? So there you have it. Gumbo, so good. May gusto tumikim. Tapusin mo kaya yung workout mo. Mainit. Pero kuha pa tayo. There you have it. Your gumbo. Everyone, enjoy.